Hey guys, welcome to Not Sexy Sisters on a Thursday. Sexy Sisters was canceled and not by me. Nick's giving me like, hey, Nick canceled Sexy Sisters because he thought I was going to be too tired. I was totally planning on doing it. I was not expecting it to be canceled. So we had just seen Ant-Man, the third Ant-Man. Was it Quantumania, I believe it was called. And we just got back. So I decided we'll do the review for that now. But before we've even started, Backhand has already given us a super chat. Backhand, thank you so much for the super chat. Love and hugs to you. You're such a sweet guy. Oh my God, such a sweet boy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How is everyone this evening? We're gonna talk about Ant-Man. We're gonna talk about Ant-Man Quantumania. This is going to be a spoiler-filled review, so I feel like I won't go too crazy into details, I guess. But if you haven't seen it yet and you are worried about spoilers, I would say maybe this isn't the one to watch. If you don't care about, if you have seen it, obviously this is great. If you don't care about spoilers, I don't care about spoilers. Nick always gets mad at me because I'll watch spoilers. I'm the type of person, I don't know why I do this. I think it's rooted in anxiety, honestly. I need to know, in books, I'll go and I'll read the end. Sometimes when I'm watching a movie that's particularly stressful, like if it's stressing me out, I'll read the synopsis and find out what happens. And I still enjoy the movie and I still watch it. I just kind of know what's going on. Typically for Marvel movies, I don't do that though, because the stakes aren't really that high. At least they haven't been lately. They haven't killed anyone that I care about in a while. You know, since Endgame. So, anyway. I don't care about spoilers. That's where I was going with that. I was basically saying I don't care about spoilers. This movie is the third Ant-Man. This is Ant-Man 3. 1 and 2 I really enjoyed. Perfect. Backhand's not even going to watch it. Daniel's here. ACTC's here. Hi, guys. Hey, guys. The first two I liked a lot. The first one obviously was my favorite. I didn't mind the second one. I thought it was fun. You know, it's really funny thinking about it now. I can't even remember what happened in the second one because it's been such a long time. Well, hello, David. Welcome. We're discussing Ant-Man. We're doing some Ant-Man spoilers. This is 3. Obviously, we were introduced to Cassie, which is Scott Lang, aka Ant-Man's daughter, and we knew she was going to be a part of this movie, which that can be annoying. I didn't mind her in this movie. I guess before I start getting into any spoilers and details, just sort of the overall of this movie, it was okay. It was a movie. Wasn't terrible. Wasn't great. It was bad. This has been the same thing with but that's the thing. I like Ant-Man. I like Daniel. I liked the break from all of the world-ending, high-stakes sort of movies with Marvel to take a little break and jump into Ant-Man, which has always been kind of fun. It's always been a little bit funny. I mean, this movie did make me laugh a couple of times, so there's that. That was fine. That was nice. That being said, again, it was just whatever. I feel like I was on track to say something before, and now I can't remember what it was. Now, oh yeah, I was talking about Cassie. It can get annoying when they do that thing where they're like, oh, we're gonna, take a different version of the character. I think, especially with hardcore fans, once that character has ran its course, or maybe it's gotten older, the actor or the actual character, maybe it's time to just put that character to bed and bring out some new ones. That's all I'm saying. No one wants to see a different version of Iron Man. No one wants to see a new Ant-Man who's his daughter. Just stop doing that. I don't think that... I'm not a fan of the Ant-Man character. I think he is a lame character. Hi, Welsh Republic. Lame character like Black Panther. I don't mind Black Panther. I actually like Black Panther a lot. I thought the movie was good. I didn't see the second one, though, and I kind of don't really have any plans to because I don't care that much. Reese, hello, welcome. But yeah, so overall the movie was just fine. I will say something about it that I liked a lot before I go into the things that I didn't like about it was Jonathan Majors as Kang. Nick disagrees with me when we got in the car. I really like that guy as Kang. I think he's a good actor. I think he brings a lot of depth to the character, which is awesome. Yeah, the classic, the child is now the hero gimmick. Right. I feel like we've seen it a lot, and it's like you're done. That character has ran its course. Give us new characters. Nobody wants to see their favorite characters replaced. It's just stop doing that. It's never going to do well for you. And Marvel's kind of been like this for a while. It's just been very, very blah. But anyway, back to Jonathan Majors. I think he's an excellent Kang. I like the way he speaks. I just love the feeling of menace you get behind the character, even when he's being very calm. He's like a multi-dimensional villain, and it makes me excited to see more about him. And I think a lot of that is down to the actor and to his performance. Was the direction the best? Maybe not, but I thought he was really good. So that is one thing about the movie that I like. I obviously also love Paul Rudd. I think he's fantastic. He's great for Ant-Man. He's really good for that character. Catherine Newton is the girl that plays Cassie Lang. She was great too. It's just, no one cares about the character. Hey Ravenclaw, hey S. I've always felt the Ant-Man movies were underrated. I was just talking about that before. There are some people in the chat who are not huge fans of the Ant-Man character, the Ant-Man movies in general. I've always liked the movies. I liked the first one a lot. The second one was good too, but this third one was pretty underwhelming, just for me personally. Michelle Pfeiffer, always good. It's great to see her. She's looking fantastic. How old is Michelle Pfeiffer? Because she looks great. Evangeline Lilly, she's always great. I hate her haircut so much in this. I know that's a weird thing to say. I don't like short hair. She's 64. Dang, she is keeping it tight. 64. I can only hope you look that good when you're 64. So all in all, the performances were all fine. The performances were great. The movie itself was just whatever. Spoiler, we're going to spoilers now. MODOK, I did not like this version of MODOK at all. It has Lewis in it. Yeah, Daniel, that's not a bad point. It might not be for everyone. That's more of, I guess, like hardcore comic book fans maybe, who are like, oh yeah, I'm so excited to see this because I love Ant-Man from the comics. Maybe that's what people want to see. Oh God, no, I'm never cutting my hair short. Sweet Jesus. Can you imagine? I'd look like a little boy. Maybe after I get my boobs done and I have a little bit more. They made her look like a man. I don't like it. But yeah, aka Humpty Dumpty. This is a weird version of MODOK. I hated the voice. I get, yeah, there wasn't a voice. I guess they used the same guy. What was that actor's name originally? He was also in, where is he? Corey Stoll. I like him. I've seen him in other stuff. He was also in what I think it was House of Cards. He was great in that. MODOK needs that voice, that high, like, nah. He has that like high voice. This was a really weird version of MODOK. I don't know, man. I was not a big fan of this. What was the cartoon that he was in when we watched Iron Man? It was the Iron Man cartoon. That's the version of MODOK that I want to see. And I know that that's just my nostalgia talking, but that's what I wanted to see. This version of MODOK was weird. I wasn't a fan. Mike Myers could have played a great, yeah, he could have played a good MODOK. Just, you know what, actually, now that you say that, the more I think about it, that's kind of not bad. Yeah, this MODOK was weird. I didn't like it. Yeah. Yeah, so the face, okay, Nick is trying to find a picture of his face. So it's exactly backhand. It's the same guy that played Yellow Jacket from the first Ant-Man movie. He was thrown into the quantum realm. Kang found him and turned him into MODOK. Which, yeah, so he has the armor on, but the armor comes off a lot and you see his face. So it's just, there you go. It's that guy, Corey Stoll's face, but just like compressed down and extended wide. It's so weird. Yeah, you know what? I never actually watched the Patton Oswalt show on Hulu. I kind of dropped the ball on that one. I still need to watch it. Very, very odd choice for MODOK. I just can't. What's up, Brian? I just couldn't take it seriously. It was so weird. So I don't know, man. That was an odd one. So MODOK was very weird. The storyline was that Kang got sent to the quantum realm. He was exiled there by his other variants of Kang. So they also showed the original Kang that I think he showed up in the comics. It was God, I already forgot what it was, but it was in like 1963, I think, by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. That was like the introduction of Kang, and he was the Pharaoh Kang. That's like the one that was first introduced. So we see that version of Kang along with countless. I mean, there are so many other versions of Kang, but this one particular version is he's saying a lot of people are going to die if he doesn't get out of the quantum realm, because obviously he's trying to fight and beat the other versions of himself. But to do so, he's also killing off entire other worlds and timelines. So he's not a hero. What he thinks what he's doing is right. So he thinks kind of like a Thanos character a little bit. Yeah, how many holes do you have? Neil, that was actually funny. There are a couple points in there where I giggled a little bit. I liked that dude. Kept asking everyone how many holes he had. Because they apparently had never seen humans, even though there were other humanoid, human-like beings there. There was also this other guy who was a mind reader, as the same guy that was in The Good Place, that show The Good Place. Small role, but he was fun. Yeah, so there's all these variants of Kang, and this particular Kang that everyone's fighting in this movie, you know, Scott Lang, Hope, Cassie, everyone, Janet. He really thinks he's doing the right thing. So he kind of sees himself as the hero a little bit, even though I feel like it's also kind of selfish. The motivations are selfish. He wants to win. It's like a competition. It's him against all these other versions of himself. So in trying to destroy them, he's also destroying entire worlds and entire timelines and everyone with him. So it's like trillions of people are dying. So they don't want that to happen. But now it seems like with all these other Kangs, there might be more people dying, because they're clearly dead set on going around and conquering. Kang the Conqueror. The entire MCU is leading us to Howard the Duck. I'll bet on it. Kang bang. Good night, mister. Yeah, look, if it was Howard the Duck, I honestly would probably be less disappointed than what we're getting now. And again, everything that I've seen so far, except for the Eternals, I really, like, when I first left the theater, I didn't hate it, and I was like, it was all right. And then the more I sat with it, the more I was like, no, I hated that movie. That movie was terrible. So I don't know if a lot of that, yeah, all good villains see themselves as a hero. Absolutely, Reese. And that's what I think makes such a good villain. There's depth there. They really think that they're the good guys, and what they're doing is to help everyone. And I know I already said this, but for anyone that's new, I really like Jonathan Majors as Kang. I think that he gave a great performance. I don't know. I just felt so much from him, and like the facial expressions, the voice. I was in on that. So, yeah, I didn't watch Wakanda Forever. There's no real Black Panther anymore, and Chadwick Boseman died, and they really didn't replace him, and it was that whole thing was a mess. I wasn't excited to see it. We had to miss the movie for some reason, and I can't remember why we had to miss the movie. Something came up. I think I got booked on something. Who knows? And so we just didn't go see it, which is fine, but we never rescheduled because I didn't want to. I was like, there's nothing about this that makes me want to watch it, so I don't know. It's Good Night, Mister. Yeah, I don't think it's woke at all. I don't think there's anything about it that's woke. It didn't feel woke. It just was very underwhelming. And that's sort of been the MCU for me since Endgame. Except for No Way Home. That movie was fantastic. And it kind of seems to be a general consensus. So besides Eternals, all the other ones we've seen, I liked Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness actually quite a bit. But it was also just kind of okay. It was just it wasn't great. Yeah, exactly. Replace him with her. Exactly. They did a weird thing. So anyway, I am excited to see more Kang. I'm excited to see more of Jonathan Majors as Kang. I think that's going to be fun. I think that's going to be interesting to see the different variants. The post credit scene, because obviously there's two, showed Loki and what was the guy's name that Owen Wilson played? Loki and Owen Wilson. I just see him as Owen Wilson, even though I liked him in Loki. In fact, Loki was one of my favorite of those. Mobius. That's right. It was similar to Morbius. I remember that. Mobius are back in a different time, obviously. It looked like the 1920s maybe. And there was Kang, and he was doing some sort of, I don't know if it was a play or a demonstration on stage. And he was basically saying, you know, this guy is terrifying. Mobius is like, he doesn't look like much to me, because in that version, he looks like a normal man. So he has, 40th century technology. He's just a man. He's like Iron Man. He's got a lot of technology. He's a genius. He has a suit that has all of this crazy stuff, but he's just a man. He doesn't have any superpowers. But can you imagine 40, we're into the 21st century now. Can you imagine 40th century technology? I mean, that's crazy. Hi, Jason. Hi, Neil. Oh yeah, Bill Murray. And that was the other thing. See, I absolutely agree with you, Neil. Bill Murray was a little bit of a disappointment as well. I already forgot that he was in it. I completely forgot to bring it up. Bill Murray was in it, and he was just okay. And I love Bill Murray. I was like, oh my God, Bill Murray. He was fine. Good night, mister. I know. Wow. That's all you hear when you think of Owen Wilson. Yeah, Bill Murray was in it. He looks great. I mean, he's got to be in his 70s at this point, right? He's looking spry, looking good. But yeah, you're just like, all right, there's Bill Murray, cool. And then there's just a character from Janet's past, and he, I guess, betrays everyone and is actually working for Kang. There he is. That's okay, old nerdy. Michelle Pfeiffer was great. I like Michelle Pfeiffer. She's 64. She looks fantastic. I said that earlier too, and I know it's, yeah, exactly. You're right. Bill Murray's the point where he phones it in. He's had he takes the paycheck and he's like, I got to be in a Marvel movie. His scene was, 5 minutes, if that. So it was just like a very quick thing. But yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer is still a great actress. She's phenomenal. Her performance was really good. The performances were great. The acting in this movie was fantastic. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just the storyline, and the stakes really didn't feel all that high in this movie. And they're not supposed to. This is Ant-Man that we're talking about here. This isn't like an ensemble movie. There aren't a lot of high-powered, what's the word I'm looking for? Avengers in it, high-powered superheroes. I will say, I don't like how semi-easily they were able to beat Kang. Kang is supposed to be really, really formidable, and I don't think he was a good introduction in Ant-Man. Because I like Ant-Man, but he's not that powerful, and Kang should have been able to destroy them. That's kind of my only issue with this, is like, all right, so they sort of got one. And I know there's going to be more Kangs. And obviously that's going to be, I don't know if Kang's going to be the next big bad, or if they're going to, I'm kind of hoping for Galactus. I have been for a while, but I don't want them to waste Galactus on the shitty superheroes we have now. So I don't know. Michelle Pfeiffer in Batman Returns and Tequila Sunrise 2, super hot performances. Batman Returns I've seen. Tequila Sunrise 2 I have not. Perhaps I shall. So, yeah. Anyway, all in all, it was a movie. I think if you got an afternoon and you want to go watch it, definitely worth it. It's definitely worth checking out. It's not a waste of time. You're not going to be blown away by it. You're not going to... I don't know. I just feel... What? Underwhelmed. I just feel like the version of the MCU that got me hyped, that got me excited, is kind of just done now. And here I am still watching and supporting the movies. As I was talking to a friend last night, how I wish people would stop doing that. But it's not like I refuse to watch Rings of Power. I could have probably grew my channel a lot by talking about how much I hated Rings of Power. But I couldn't bring myself to do it, and I don't want to reward their shitty work. I don't want to give them the views. I don't want to talk about it because they made such garbage, and it's such a slap in the face to real fans. Same thing with Doctor Who. Once I watched the first, season with the new Doctor and Chibnall in Doctor Who, I was like, this is awful. I'm not giving it any more views. And Eric wanted me to watch. He's like, we can watch it and do like a hate podcast on it. I was like, no. No more of that. Like, I don't want to keep doing that because it's driving me crazy. His face was about as good as a BJ from a newbie. That's quite a way of putting it. It's still a blowjob. They don't really know what they're doing, but you're having a time. You're having a time. So that seems to kind of be my general consensus on most of the movies that have come out recently. The Marvel movies, that is. Yes, Neil. Did you like it? There's 2 Neils in the chat. Did you like it, Neil? I was very underwhelmed by it. Again, it wasn't terrible. I definitely didn't leave going, wow, that movie sucked. I hated it. And all the performances were great. And it made me laugh a few times, you know. I'm just not expecting much anymore. I'm not expecting much these days. So that's kind of where I'm at with all MCU movies. What's the next one that's coming out, Nick? Can you look up like what the next few movies coming out are on the timeline? I'm curious to see if there's one Beyonder and Doctor. Yeah, I've been hearing about rumors of Doctor Doom. Yeah, exactly. I don't want them to waste Galactus on a mediocre movie. Yeah, no, Doctor Who is just, it made me so sad. And Doctor Who has always been very, very progressive. It's a progressive show. They outdid, and I've always loved it. I've always loved it, Doctor Who, but they outdid themselves. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is next. Okay. So we've got Guardians of the Galaxy 3, which Guardians of the Galaxy is also always a fun time. Secret Invasion. Okay, the Skrull. It's going to be spring 2023. Is that the next one that's coming out? We're waiting until spring? Yeah. They're spacing them out a bit? Okay. You know what? That's good. We need that. Okay, Secret Invasion is the TV show. All right. Guardians of the Galaxy is May 5th, 2023. All right. Oh, no, we're in 2023, aren't we? Yeah. Oh, my God. For some reason, I was thinking we're in 2022. I'm losing it. So 2023, so next, not April, but May. Okay, so we've got a few months. Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I really liked Into the Spider-Verse actually quite a bit. So that's June 2nd. Yeah, these are too close together. They got to space them out.
Oh, can't wait for this one.
What the hell is Echo? All right. Introduced in Hawkeye and played by Alaqua Cox. Echo, a.k.a. Maya Lopez, will be getting her own spinoff series on Disney+. Here's the official synopsis. The origin story of Echo revisits Maya Lopez, whose ruthless behavior in New York City catches up with her in her hometown. She must face her past, reconnect with her Native American roots, and embrace the meaning of family and community if she ever hopes to move forward. I don't see that doing well. Loki Season 2, which I will watch. That's summer 2023. All right, Loki Season 2. I'm interested in Loki Season 2. Neil, thank you for hanging out. Enjoy the rest of your night. You are awesome. The Marvels is July 28th, 2023. I cannot tell you how not even remotely excited I am for that. God, I don't care. This one I should be very excited for. I know my friend Christian is very excited for this. This is like one of his favorite comics of all time. Seeing it adapted on screen is something he's been talking about for years. So he is super excited about Kraven the Hunter. This release date is October 6th, 2023. I want to be excited about this. I think they're trying to bring the Sinister Six into the MCU. I just hope they do it the right way. So this is Kraven is a Spider-Man hunter, Spider-Man villain. Why am I saying hunter? Because Kraven the Hunter is a Spider-Man villain. I'm very curious to see how this is going to be. I hope it's not bad. That's all. I hope it doesn't suck. I don't mind the actor that they chose to play Kraven either. He just needs to put on some weight. That's all. He needs to put on a little bit of muscles. It's the guy, he was in Bullet Train. And I don't dislike him. So we'll see. X-Men 97. That's fall 2023. That I am honestly pretty friggin' excited about. I'm 99% sure it's the same creators. I got to interview them once. They were super cool. They gave me Night of the Sentinels Part 1, like the first page of the script. What, sorry? Yeah, the teleplay is what Nick called it. I didn't know it was called that. And they signed it for me. The creators of that show signed it for me. I have it framed. It's up on the wall. I love it. I'm so happy. Yeah, no, this is this I'm excited for, and I think it's them. So Ironheart is fall 2023. I could give a shit about Ironheart. I don't care. Agatha, Coven of Chaos. Again, I liked her in WandaVision. Not a series we need. I don't know why. That's winter 2023. I don't care. Oh, Backhand, please tell me that's not true. I really hope that's not it. Please don't ruin it. So yeah, Agatha, Coven of Chaos. Maybe it'll be fun. I don't care. And then what do we got next? El Muerto. I am not familiar with this at all. Rapper Bad Bunny will play obscure Spider-Man character. Okay, that's why obscure. I'm like, I've never heard of this. This is January 12th, 2024. Obscure Spider-Man character El Muerto in one of Sony's ongoing attempts to build a live-action Spidey-centric universe of their own. Good luck. To date, El Muerto has only appeared in 2 comics. Okay, yeah, I've never heard of this guy. So we're not sure where they're going with this, but sure, why not? But hey, they landed Jonas Cauron as director, so something is going right there. I don't even know who that guy is. Madam Web, I'm kind of looking forward to. That'll be interesting. That's February 6th, 2024. Dakota Johnson will play the title character, and Sydney Sweeney will play a character who's presumably some kind of multiverse variant of Gwen Stacy. Okay, you know what? This one I can kind of get on board with. Madam Web might be kind of fun. Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. Is that a picture of Daredevil? March 29th, 2024. The final part of Sony's animated Spider-Man trilogy has a release date. Look, if they want to make 15 of these, we'll watch it. Okay, no, that's a different one. Okay, here's where we're getting to weird stuff. Daredevil Born Again, spring 2024. The Netflix Daredevil show was so good. It's something everyone can agree on. It is my favorite of the Netflix shows. It goes Daredevil, Punisher, all the other ones after that. They were all fine. Daredevil was amazing. Amazing. I'm so scared for this. They're gonna ruin it. They're gonna wreck it. They made one good decision, that was bringing Charlie Cox back. That's great, but it's gonna be like, there's no way this is gonna be good. I don't trust them as far as I can throw them, and that is a big company. I can't throw them far. Vincent D'Onofrio is also going to be back. So, I mean, that's great. I'm glad that they weren't stupid enough to try to recast, but I hate this. I hate this, and I will be really happy if they don't ruin it. I will be really happy if they don't ruin it. Captain America New World Order. That's obviously with, what's his name? Falcon as... Yeah, Anthony Mackie as Captain America, which, look, I really like him, and I really like him as Falcon. Stop. You got to stop with Captain America now. Captain America's done. You had the actor. He played out a whole great arc. Just stop. I don't know. That's my personal opinion. Maybe other people have different... Maybe other people are really going to enjoy that. Maybe they will. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass. Personally, keep him as the character that he's great at. And just stop. You did it. You did Captain America. It's done. What the hell is Thunderbolts? I don't know what that is. Marvel Studios has now officially revealed their plan to introduce the Thunderbolts. Your first question may be who, and you'd be right to ask it. Unlike the Avengers, Marvel Comics gangs aren't a straight-up superhero team, but a crew of villains who pretend to be heroic characters in the public eye. After they gain the trust of the planet, they then use their clout to orchestrate world events in their favor. I mean, that could be interesting. Captain is a disaster waiting to happen, Reese. I know. Captain Falcon. Okay, here's the one I'm excited for, and it sucks that I have to wait till 2024 to get it, but Blade. Okay. It's not going to be rated R. That's already their first mistake. But I want to be excited about it. I want to be excited about Blade. I want to like this. I really like Mahershala Ali. He's so nice. I'll tell this story again. I've met him before. No, I won't. I'm not going to tell the whole story again. But I've met Mahershala Ali. They were in Hawaii filming the Predator movie, and they all came into the gym, to BJ's gym when I was with. That's where they signed up, and they trained while they were out there. And he's just like the nicest guy in the world. I can't even tell you. Jim! Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. I just want to pop in and say hi, but I got to get back to frying up some Spam for dinner. Jim, you're a man after my own heart, sir. Enjoy your Spam. Thank you so much for stopping in. Thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, so amazing. Yeah, no, I really hope they don't mess Blade up. Oh my God, I'll be super bummed. But I want to look forward to it. I want to be excited. Deadpool 3, I think will be a good time. That's also November 2024. And then what do we got here? Armor Wars, some point in 2024. Don Cheadle will reprise his role as Rodney. Well, Rhodey. What? Why the fuck did I read Rodney? My brain. Rhodey, and we'll have the solo spotlight in the War Machine armor in a nightmare scenario from the MCU. What if Tony Stark's Iron Man technology fell into the wrong hands and was getting duplicated by villains? That could be fun. And then Spider-Man freshman year. Okay. MCU animated series. All right. And then Marvel Zombies. That could be fun. There's nothing here that I'm that excited about except, okay, 2025. I agree, old nerdy. It needs to be rated R. Blade, by the way. Rated R. Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four. Good night, mister. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yes, I've got monetized on YouTube, and it has been so awesome, and you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Yes, we did it. We did it, friends. We made it. Thank you so much. Good night, mister. Backhand, I know. Yes, for the, oh God, good night, mister. You are not wrong. For the house fund. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Fantastic Four. Yes, 2025. I want this to be good too. We'll see. It can't be worse than the last one they did, right? Like, we've got to enjoy this a little bit. I don't know. This is one of the only ones that I'm very curious and looking forward to seeing what they do. I can't wait until we get the X-Men. No, Sam Adams. We'll keep snacks on Twitch. Whoa. All right. So Avengers, the Kang Dynasty in 2025. So Kang's going to be the big bad for a while, it seems like. Oh God. Good luck. Good night, mister. Good luck with all of that. It is brutal, but I hope you find something awesome, and may you have better luck than we did. Yeah, all right. So Kang Dynasty. May 2nd, 2025. Yeah, I don't... The new Avengers? All right, Avengers Secret Wars. Okay. Look, I've read Secret Wars. I think it's a great comic. I don't trust them to do... Like, I think it's a great run. Of course, they're going to screw up X-Men. Oh, this is just making me sad now. All right, then another one called Wakanda. They don't have a lot of details on that. Wonder Man? I don't know Wonder Man. Does anybody know Wonder Man? Do you guys know Wonder Man? Binary, not a fan of Hugh Jackman Wolverine. Interesting. I don't hear that very often. I remember when he was first cast, people were upset because he was far too tall to be Wolverine. Wolverine in the comics he's like, what, 5'1", 4'9"? He's super short. Wonder Man, character who was initially introduced as a supervillain, imbued with ionic energy, fought the Avengers, and after a series of events, he was reborn as a superhero, joining the team against which he originally fought. Okay. I don't know shit about this guy. He does look a bit like Superman. He's got a big W on his thing. All right. So this whole phase is just going to be, a lot of phases are just going to be incredibly underwhelming. Wonder Bread. That is close enough. And actually, Wonder Bread is delightful. I'm starting to think about food now. I'm getting hungry. Haven't eaten since lunchtime. No snack muffins today. So yeah. You know what? I'm kind of with you, old nerdy. I'm giving up. I'm giving up on the MCU. I want to love it all, and I'm just sad now. I'm going to go back and watch the whole thing from the beginning and enjoy myself and have a good time. Yeah. Simon Williams as Wonder and Avenger. Vision's brain was based on him. Oh, interesting. I did not know that. Okay. All right. So... we'll see. It's created by Stan Lee and artists Don Heck and Jack Kirby. He first appeared in the Avengers #9 in 1964. Wow, look at that. Look at that. I'm just not excited about the MCU anymore. I came home from that movie and I was like, all right. That's how I feel about everything now. I'm just like, he has a big W, not on his wang. He has a big W on his uniform. Daniel, you know what? That's an excellent point. It seems like they're banking too much on the long run and not enough on making individual projects actually good. Oh, they think of each other as brothers. Reese, you got the knowledge. There's Wonder Man. You know, I agree. They're not making each project good and trying to build to something awesome. Neil, thank you so much. Dude, that's so awesome. Look, thank you so much for the sub. Yay. What's up, Saw? Welcome to the stream. Wait, Toby is getting a new Spider-Man movie next year? We didn't see that. What's going on? He has a real brother, the Reaper. Reese, do you think we're going to see him in the MCU at any point? I mean, it seems like they're just bringing all kinds of randos in. It kind of does, right? Old Nerdy, look at this skirt. I like this skirt. It's cute. It's like a tweed. It's got a whole little tweed thing going on. I've had this skirt for years. I've had this skirt for. Does me good. The skirt does me good. Yeah, so that's my review of Ant-Man 3 Quantumania. We talked about some more other Marvel stuff. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'm sorry there was no Sexy Sisters this week. We'll be back with that next week, though. Same time, same place. So if you want to see more of Jenna and I talking about just the most random topics, it's so much fun. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of getting sick of these Disney shows, too. I'm starting to skip a bunch of them. Ugh. Next week, Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern. And then I will continue to do reviews as I watch these things because I'm enjoying talking about my disappointment and sharing in it with the rest of you. It makes me feel better that we've all paid money to see something we didn't like. Or that was just okay. So in the end, look, Quantumania wasn't terrible. It was just okay. Deranged, my surgery is scheduled for April 10th. So on April 10th, I will have boobs. It'll probably take 3 to 4 weeks for them to look good like boobs. So yeah. Yeah, good night, Mr. Me Too. I'm glad you guys were able to join in. This was really fun. I haven't done my reviews live before, but I think I'd like to keep doing them live if you guys like it, because has been very fun. I know, Reese. I know. You like the live review? Okay, awesome. Ravenclaw, we were talking about that before. Just stop with Ironheart. I don't want to watch it, and I don't care. Daniel, that's another thing that I have to work on, that I am going to be working on. I'm weary of starting it before I get my surgery because I know there's going to be a period of like recovering. So I don't know if I should start it before and just say screw it or start it after. I'm not entirely sure, but thank you. Thank you guys for hanging out. There's going to be more YouTube stuff though. We're slowly getting into it. I'm slowly getting caught back up on life. Took a couple of months, but actually, I mean, geez, we're only in February. Like the year just started, so we're doing good. Interactive is better. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much, Strange Lunatic. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and thank you everybody for the super chats. That is awesome. That always helps a lot. For the house fun, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. If she's down to, I don't know if she has time to do that, but if she's down, thank you, Mikkel. I am so excited about having boobs. Like, I think it's just gonna even my body out well because I'm so bottom heavy. Yeah, okay, Nick said Jenna doesn't watch anything. That's right, she doesn't, huh? She's not like a movie, TV. She doesn't do that kind of stuff. Comedy, really, none of that. Yeah, she's never seen any of them. But yeah. Zia, you are a great, good take. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I know I keep saying that, but I just love you, and this is so much fun. I'm going to be live on Twitch on Sunday for the snack stream, twitch.tv/XiaLand, XiaLand. Go subscribe there. If you like this channel, hit the subscribe button as well and give me a like, leave me a comment. I love seeing all your guys' comments and likes. It makes me happy. I need validation. I'm just kidding. It helps my channel grow. It helps me a lot to get that. I need to get out there in the algorithm. It's very hard. Thank you so much, you guys. Enjoy the rest of your night, and I will see you on Sunday for snacks. Bye.